It's happened.
It's happened. It's happened. Big day, big day, big day. Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo.
All the alarms.
We are coming to you
all the alarms. Oh my God.
The official Swiftie-pendence day. I don't know what we're going to call it, but
the greatest day ever, May 30th.
The best day. The best day.
The vigilante shit day. I feel like this is the greatest thing that's ever happened. It's the greatest thing that's ever happened. What am I? I'm elated. I'm elated. I've cried so many tears today, everyone. I have
just the happiest of happy tears.
I'm so proud.
How did you find out?
I got a notification and I was reading, and then you texted me and I was reading, and
I tried to call you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. The first thing I did was try to call you, but
here's what happened. I was working, and I have everything on silent, and I just happened to actually look at my phone when I was getting a notification. Otherwise, I wouldn't have heard it for 3 hours.
Oh my God.
I know. Can you imagine?
Probably how you can break through the do not disturb or whatever. I probably would have done that if I had not heard from you for an hour or something. And
I'm mind blown. I'm so proud. I just want to say this right here and right up front. Mark my words that this is the most badass thing that any musician has ever done in the history of music. Period. It is so incredible that this has happened. It's so incredible that this has happened. It is.
I mean, it was all according to plan, but it's just the best plan.
It's the best plan ever. It's literally the best plan ever. Mm-hmm. When she announced that she was going to do the re-records, I was like, oh my God, she's going to buy them back. She's going to buy them back. I can't wait to find out how much she bought them for, because I know it's nowhere near $600 million.
No.
It's going to be under $350 million.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. She played it so.
It's so stealth. It is the most amazing thing, and now she owns literally everything. Everything she has ever done, every version. Everything. That is crazy work.
It is, but also it should be the norm. It should be, these are my words. This is my life. This is my experience. This is I did this, or whoever name is on it, because obviously she's had producers and contributors and everything, but and then for somebody else to be able to do practically whatever they want with those things.
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
It's disgusting, really.
It's disgusting. No, it's disgusting. I'm not going to get into my rant about how much this pisses me off again, because I live with a musician who had to go through this, and just in general, it's I always use this point, no one told Picasso to paint it again, right? No, I'm sorry, I own this version. You need to redo it. So there's 2 of them.
Right.
Most other artists have agency of their work, and I don't really understand why musicians don't. And it's just, I hope that this is I hope this is the most massive game changer of all time. It already is. I'm already moved beyond measure to that this has happened. I think that we did it. I feel like this is an overall win for Swifties everywhere, for Taylor, for the whole mission, for the Eras tour, for all of it. I can't even talk about the letter. I'm going to start crying again.
The letter?
I don't have tissues. Everyone, I'm in the New Sparks office. I was trying to get it ready today. Everything went crazy. That's why there's an echo. Guys, it's Nutsville.
So Holly is in her new Long Pond studio. That's mine. For it. I don't know the official name yet. And so she's been dealing with that all day. I am sick as a dog. I went on a trip. I got what they call traveler. It's called traveler's disease now, but it's formerly known as the Montezuma's revenge. And let me tell you, so I am toasting to tailor today with water because I can't do anything else. But I mean, it definitely deserves a toast. You know, champagne, not so many problems.
I have the world's biggest Jack and Coke right now. Because I'm so excited. Like, I'm literally so excited. The emotions that I have gone through today, it's it's kind of hilarious, but it's also like genuine. Like, I cried, I have cheered, I have screamed around, I've done like
wild. No, I have no energy, but I still like I put on some songs and I was dancing around, and I mean that like took everything out of me, but I had to do it. Like, come on, what are we doing? But okay, Holly, I have a problem.
With what?
What do I do with this now?
Well, they're all Taylor's versions.
I know, but it's not.
I understand.
I mean, I'm joking, right? Like, oh no, what am I gonna do with this welcome mat? Oh no, Taylor, how dare you buy your master's back? I had a piece of, a thing from Etsy.
Well, I mean, the thing is that genuinely, they're all Taylor's versions. Now,
they are, but
guys,
I actually looked at Spotify because I was like, are they going to, are they going to, I mean, it just still says Taylor's version and then nothing after the reclaimed versions. But I don't know if she is going to maybe call it like original version or maybe just leave it alone. I don't know.
So probably leave it alone because I feel like it's a historical mark at this point.
It's like, very historical.
It's historical. She's going to leave it on there. It's what a legacy. What a real effing legacy this is. I couldn't be more proud. I'm so excited. Like, I have said some very unhinged things today. To those around me, I have canceled meetings. I have.
Sure. It's a holiday.
Yeah, like full like transparency. Like, I'm canceling all the like corporate meetings I have because Taylor just bought her master's back. And I
don't think I've really fully processed it. I was on my phone, but I got an alert from our favorite Swift Alert. And I was just like, I'm so floored. I was just like, what? Especially because in our last video where we were making AMA predictions, like I was talking about it and I kind of made the prediction that she was going to buy them. And so my first thought was like, I actually clowned kind of correctly for once. Like, that has never happened. So there was a little bit of a little for me. But so it's like, I went immediately to Instagram and saw her post, cute post with the lilac sweater, which, come on, lilac. I mean, I don't feel like that wasn't a coincidence. I feel like lilac is going to be something. 12, I don't know. And then I read, it was really hard to read that letter. Like, I had to turn my phone into landscape and I had to like, I had to put it like on my iPad or something, but I wasn't thinking. I was like, okay, I have to see the post, I have to read the letter, and then I have to call Holly. That I have to do these things, and then I have to go on Sparks and post and of course everybody on Sparks was like, ah!
I've already like printed out the letter, blown up the font, like walking around like out loud. I
mean, it should be framed.
Oh, I'm framing it. It is going in a frame.
I know I'm asking a lot of you, but would you be willing to read it now, like as part, just in case somebody is watching and they haven't read it?
I have to read it off my phone because the other one is in my other office. So
okay. I mean, if you can't, like, I get it. My eyes are shit. So
I'm gonna start crying now. Okay. I will read it.
I've only read it through the once too, so I'm not processed it. I've not looked for eggs. I've not done anything with it because I just needed to like.
I've already found an egg.
Well, I'm
very excited about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did do this today, by the way. My.
Ooh. See,
well,
now,
extra respect for rep and debut, but
before I read this,
mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say that I wonder when she bought them. I know it's not for $600 million. That's so anyway. There was no chance that she wouldn't not buy them. I am floored. Listen, I am floored right now to my core that
core floored.
I am core floored.
Core floored. Let's make that a thing. I like it.
Hashtag core floored. I am core floored that the little amount of recording she had already re-recorded for Reputation.
I have been walking around. I have been in every comment section going, guys, it's already recorded. I swear to God, she had said it was already recorded. It's already recorded. We know we're going to get it. She can egg for it as much. Like, I can't tell you the number of times that I have said that with authority.
She did say that they were already recorded. It is in her Person of the Year article. It is in her Person of the Year article. It's in writing. She did say that they were all recorded.
Okay.
So, my core floored. This is why I was so shook when I read that. I was like, wait, what? But it makes sense because in all honesty, in all my Swiftie honesty, like Reputation was the one I was worried about the most.
Mm-hmm.
How it's going to sound, how to recapture it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That was such a specific time period.
For sure.
That I can, and that emotion. So anyway, I was shook, but she said basically that Reputation's perfect. Okay. How it is. It came out exactly how I wanted. And there's nothing in there that I would change. And so I'm not redoing it. So today it's like, she's not redoing it. She's going to give us a vote at some point, maybe. Like everyone.
If we're interested. We would like to state for the record.
We're very interested. She knows.
But 13 out of 10 interested.
Yeah, she knows.
I know she does.
She knows. So.
I have to take this off because I'm really hot. Ooh, cat hair.
So I'm just
like also, I mean, I have a tan, so I don't look deathly, but this is not my best look.
Well, I mean, you know what? We're in the trenches right now. We're in the trenches. So yeah, let me read this.
Read it.
Pardon in advance if I start weeping uncontrollably. It's just how I go. Okay, so hi. I'm trying to gather my thoughts into something coherent, but right now my mind is just a slideshow, a flashback sequence of all the time I daydreamed about, wished for, and pined away for a chance to get to tell you this news. All the times I was 12 eyes, Easter egg, this close, reaching for it, only for it to fall through. I almost stopped thinking it would ever happen. After 20 years of having the carrot dangled and then yanked away, but that's all in the past now. I've been bursting into tears of joy. Girl, me too. Bursting into tears of joy at random, me too, intervals, ever since I found out that this is really happening. I really get to say these words. Oh, I'm going to start crying. All of the music I've ever made now belongs to me. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm so unhinged right now. It's fine. All of my music videos, all the concert films, the album art and photography, the unreleased songs, the memories, the magic, the madness, every single era, my entire life's work. Yes, girl. Yes. Oh my God, I'm so happy.
Wait, P.S. I did not know. I thought it was literally just the songs.
No,
I didn't know it was all of that.
It's everything you do to that album and every promotional piece that you do.
Which makes sense. I just hadn't thought.
Yeah, it's wild.
It didn't occur to me, but
because it's outrageous.
It is
outrageous. Okay. To say this is my greatest dream come true is actually being pretty reserved about it. To my fans, you know how important this has been to me. So much so that I meticulously re-recorded and released 4 of my albums, calling them Taylor's version. The passionate support you showed those albums and the success story you turned the Eras Tour into is why I was able to buy back my music. I can't thank you enough for helping to reunite me with this art that I have dedicated my life to, but have never owned it until now. Guys, I am like the biggest mess over this. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're going to continue. All I've ever wanted was the opportunity to work hard enough to be able to one day purchase my music outright with no strings attached, no partnerships, but with full autonomy. I will be forever grateful to everyone at Shamrock Capital for being the first people to ever offer this to me. The way they've handled every interaction we've had has been honest, fair, and respectful. This was a business deal to them, but I really felt like they saw it for what it was to me. My memories and my sweat and my handwriting and my decades of dreams. I am endlessly thankful. My first tattoo might just be a huge shamrock in the middle of my forehead. Girl, please don't do that.
Please don't. But I would be.
But I get it. Girl,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I know. What about Rep TV? Full transparency. I haven't even re-recorded a quarter of it. The Reputation album was so specific to that time in my life, and I kept hitting a stopping point when I tried to remake it. All that defiance, that longing to be understood while feeling purposefully misunderstood, that desperate hope, that shame-born snare and mischief. To be perfectly honest, it's the one album in those first 6 that I thought couldn't be improved upon by redoing it. Not the music or the photos or the videos. So I kept putting it off. There will be a time, if you're into the idea, she says, for the album, and I really love how it sounds. Wait, hold on. There will be I skipped line. There will be a time, if you're really into the idea, for the unreleased vault tracks from that album to hatch. I've already completely re-recorded my entire debut album, and I really love how it sounds. Those 2 albums can still have their moment to re-emerge when the time is right, if that would be something you guys would be excited about. But if it happens, if it happens, it won't be from a place of sadness or longing for what I wish I could have. It will just be a celebration now. I'm extremely heartened by the conversations this saga has reignited within my industry among artists and fans. Every time a new artist tells me they negotiated their own master recordings into their record contract because of this fight, I'm reminded of how important it was for all of this to have happened. Thank you for being curious about something that used to be thought of as too industry-centric for broad discussion. You'll never know how much it means to me that you cared. Every single bit of it counted, and we ended up here. Thanks to you and your goodwill, teamwork, and encouragement, the best things that have ever been mine finally actually are. I'm sorry, I'm so emotional. Elated and amazed, Taylor. Okay.
I have this image in my head of like, it's like she's bringing her babies home.
Definitely.
And I feel like I feel like, like they're all sisters. They're all, and they weren't together. They were separated. They were in a foster home, essentially. And I don't have kids, but and doesn't like my cats are the closest thing I have to my kids. Her cats too, but her art. That's something you create. It's so. I just write silly little poems, like they're not even a big deal. But if someone tried to pass them off as theirs or tried to, I can't. I get. Obviously, I'm not putting into. I must be a great writer, right? Because I can't even put this into words. But
it's also. It matters equally no matter like what type of artist you are. But I will say, like, this is what's happened to me today with this news. I have gone through. I'm going to start crying because it's been so overwhelming. I have gone through in my head all of my years of memories being a Swiftie. Every era I have been there for, every single one live when it happened. And those songs become such a timestamp on parts of your life. And I can only imagine, like, she writes from such a diaristic point of view that, like, it really is like not like it's really her life that somebody else was trying to own. It was her deepest thoughts. It was her questions about love and life and growing up. And I'll tell you right now, and this is full stop, the truth. I turned on Speak Now, the original version today, and just wept through the entire thing because those songs, all of them, mean so much to me and to everyone. And it's such a huge amount of time. It's such a huge amount of time. Like,
it really is.
The first time I ever heard I heard Taylor's music before she was like I saw her at a fair, like a fair where she had a banner from Office Depot. Like, I'm not fucking joking. I was eating a soft pretzel. Like, who's this? You know what I mean? Like
this chick with the curly hair.
It was like no security. Like, there was nothing. It was a little tiny county fair. Okay.
Yeah.
And that time, like, I look at myself, like how long ago that was, and see like how much of a span of my life her music has been like literally the soundtrack for. And it's so wild to me. Like, it's so, I don't know. I just can't, like, I can't even imagine what it would be for her. It's like literally publishing your diaries and then somebody saying, no, that's mine. You know what I mean? And like having
I'm gonna make money from it.
Right. And then like you have to like record it, and you can't capture the essence of, I love the Taylor's versions. Don't get me wrong. There's some that I'm pissed. Like, I'm like, I don't know what happened there, but like, you can't capture like that magic. Like, when I heard her voice today, like on Speak Now, like, I am telling you, like, it was like, like, it's all back. And, we don't have to have any weirdness about listening to whatever, even though whatever. It's just such a reunion. It's such a time that I just reflected on how much her music has meant to me, to my family, to my friends, to the best times of my life, to the worst times of my life, to like, she's been the voice of pretty much 20 years of my life. Straight, like solid, fully. And I am so happy that she has this victory. Like, I'm literally so happy that I can't even put it into words. Like, I am so happy. But at the same time, I will still say that I never want Scooter Braun to have a good day still for the rest of his life. Like,
or Scott Borch. I can never say his name.
Bye. Like, no good days for you still. Like, your karma is forever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that. But I'm like, I knew she would do it. I didn't know when she would do it, but like, I knew she would do this. And I'm so happy that she got to, like, I'm just so happy it's happening right now. Like, honestly, of course, we all want to listen to the Reputation Vault. I mean, it did hit me today that I was like, wait a minute, does this mean we're like, what? But you know what?
I mean, I'm so
if we don't
glad
get
she addressed that in the letter, because that would have been the conversation. It would have been, yay, Taylor has her. I mean, for most people, not like us, but yay, Taylor has her master's back. But what about Reputation? What about debut? So I'm glad that she knew to address that. It's kind of funny that she was like, you all think you've been seeing Easter eggs for something that isn't even fully recorded yet.
yeah, exactly. And
I'm even more excited for debut with just this little tiny bit that she's told us about it, that she loves it so much. I just feel like it's going to be really,
it's going to be incredible. Like, anything that she's going to put out is going to be incredible. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the awesome part of her. Like, it's truly, it just speaks to her incredible skill level. But, I mean, honestly, if we never get a Reputation vote, I'm cool with that too. Like, I'm fine. Like, I'm like,
yeah.
so
I mean,
happy.
you can't miss what you never knew.
Yeah, and like, I'm just so happy. Like, I don't even know, like, it was truly like a remarkable thing that's been happening to me today. Like, with all of the memories that I've been going through with her whole catalog.
What was the first song you put on that was a reclaimed version today?
Tim McGraw.
Oh, really?
I mean, I just listened to it because I just went through the whole thing. I know she hasn't re-recorded it, but then I listened to the entirety of Speak Now.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, that album to me is, and I listened to like a lot of Fearless today also.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's just flooding with memories, and hearing her voice, and like, knowing that I don't know how to explain this, but like, knowing that the girl that I'm listening to in the original Fearless is owned rightfully by Taylor, not even the same person, you know, like,
yeah,
just the youth, like just the flashbacks of like all of that whole era, like all of them, like just everything about it. I was like, she finally owns all of it again, and it was like so magical. It was just such it's just been a very it's just been amazing. And honestly, like, I have been worried that like Reputation could never be recaptured, because it was so singularly in this, coming from a place that, I mean, was wild. It was a wild time. That
for sure.
And I mean, and I'll just say it again, she does not want that album coming out right now in her new relationship. She wants to push it to bed, distance from that whole thing, and move on. I do think that we are getting, I'll just clown immediately because I'm a Swiftie, so whatever. But I think we will be getting a new album very soon. Mm-hmm. Put that 12 in there again. Mm-hmm.
I agree. You know, it's interesting that you say that basically the first thing you listened to was Speak Now. Because the first thing I put on was Red. And that's really my first album. That's where I started, was with Red. And it's curious. I didn't even correlate that. I didn't say like, oh, this is where I'm going to start because of that. But I would like to know, and like, please add your comments, because I'm genuinely like curious. The psychologist in me is like, if your Swiftie era began within these 6 albums, what did you start? What was the first reclaimed one that you listened to, and did it connect with when you became a Swiftie? I wonder. It would not surprise me if that's sort of where people, without even thinking about it, went to. That nostalgia, that I'm going to go back to just not back to December. I'm going to go back to that place where I first fell in love with this music and fall in love with it all over again, really.
Yeah.
So really, please, 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 or, you know, DM me, whatever. I'm genuinely curious, and I would love to even statistics from it and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm pretty sure that probably most Swifties did this because I listened to Tim McGraw first, and then I listened to some Fearless, but I went from Tim McGraw immediately to Speak Now because Speak Now has such a massive place in my heart.
Yeah, I know Speak Now is like
it's like
your soul album, basically.
My favorite, it is my favorite album of hers for like multiple reasons, and just because of like the timestamp on it, like in my life, it's just incredible. I mean, I love Fearless too. I love all of them. I mean, I love all of them, but like Speak Now is like has a genuinely special place in my heart, and I think I also listened to it first because I was like, she like was the only she did it all herself on this album. It was Speak Now she wrote by herself. It is 100% her work. Mm-hmm. And no one else should have ever even owned that anyway. And just going back, I think just all the fights that she's had to fight from the very beginning. I mean, like literally from day one, she's had to deal with so much criticism. And did she really write it? And if she did really write it, there's probably like 12 other writers. And then if it really was just her that wrote it, then she can't sing. And then if she can sing, then she can't dance. And then, I mean, it's just like it's just been so many years of that. Mm-hmm. And so this epic, legendary boss move of all boss moves in all of music, I am so happy. I mean, you know what? This is weird. It's also having the same effect on me as that I had at the Eras tour. Overwhelming crying of how proud I am of her, because I remember when she wasn't a spectacle. Yeah. You know what I mean? I remember when like she was like no one, when she wasn't even the cool girl. It was. I remember when Taylor Swift wasn't even like considered the cool girl in anywhere. I mean,
she's still not in a lot of places.
But it's nowhere near.
Oh, I know. I know for sure. I mean, I was an undercover Swiftie for a very, very, very long time because I didn't feel like I won't even get into it, but I was because of that. You know, I think that's part of it.
Well, I mean, I remember, I don't know. So it's the same amount of just pride and proudness. And I'm just so excited for her feeling of overwhelm. I remember when you literally had an Office Depot banner. I remember, I was there. I was there when you were handing out demo CDs. I remember your Tumblr day. I mean, she was on Tumblr for a long time, but before that, I remember MySpace. I remember you putting your eyeliner on with Sharpies. I remember all of it, and I am so happy that you got to reclaim all of your hard work, because there is no one that works harder than her for this.
Seriously. Yeah, for real. And nobody who has just whoa! I knew that was coming. She's been trying to jump for 10 minutes. It could have been a lot worse because it was going to be a whole Lion King moment, which they have sometimes. Just be glad there was snow so. Anyway, you were saying such nice things.
Yay! So yeah, I'm so excited. I can't believe it, although I can. I'm just so happy that this is happening right now. It's a great way to start summer. I don't know. It becomes a national holiday. I want.
It will be. I mean, maybe not national, but it will be
Oh, for
in
us.
the Swiftiness. I mean, we have High Infidelity Day, we have Last Kiss Day, and now we have Swiftie-pendence Day.
Well, and
Maybe we'll come up with a different name. I don't know, but
we've also reclaimed National Snake Day as ours also.
True. Very true. Very true.
we have a lot of holidays, but this is the most important one. Like this is such a moment, and oh my God, it's just so good. I don't even. I'm like flooded with Swiftie memories right now that have like made up 20 years of my life, and there's like. I am so happy. I'm like completely unhinged, like crying tears of happiness. Just like again, like I like canceled work, like sent out mass emails like I will not, like Taylor Swift just bought her master's back and I'm not doing any of this today. Like I don't care. Like whatever. It's so big. It's so huge. It's just such a huge day, and it's such a relief knowing that she owns it all, and like she's fought the hardest and she won, and she is the best. There's no one
she
like
definitely
her.
did, and I just feel like this is gonna have it's already had an impact on the music industry, obviously. I think the fact that she has been able to go full circle, I think it's going to be like historic in the music industry. I absolutely think that it's going to turn the tide.
It's historic, and like it is the singular most badass thing anyone has ever done that's been a musician, period. And I will die on this hill. I swear to you that it is. No one had, people have re-recorded their masters.
Yes. I'm mentally going like, what other badass things? And how, like, the Chicks, they were pretty bad. Like I'm thinking,
yeah, but
it's very badass.
It's the most badass.
I'm hesitant to say like the most, because I know as I'm falling asleep tonight, I'll think of like, oh my God, but I forgot about this enormous cultural thing. And
I've been thinking about this for years, because as soon as she's like, I'm gonna re-record them, I'm like, damn, that's amazing. Then I'm like, but knowing her, I'm like, knowing her though, she's going to re-record them all to drive down the value, and then she's gonna buy the originals back, and it will be the most badass thing anyone has ever done. I'm gonna post all of my texts with like literally all of my friends. I'm gonna go look through them, and because I have been saying this for like literally years, I just bring it up randomly. I'm like just thinking about how when she does this, it will be the most, like, first of all, this is the if the man is in real life right now, the song, this is it. This is the biggest power move. It is the most awesome thing that anyone has ever done. They have re-recorded, okay? A lot of bands have done that, okay? Mm-hmm. Some haven't bothered, but you know what I mean? But she not only re-recorded, but then she sold the new versions, and they sold more than the original. Like that has never happened.
And the vaults were like the smartest.
Totally. Like
I'm like vault girly to the max.
Yes. Like,
so yes, and if she had just put them out without the vaults, yes, they would have done well. Yes, they would have gotten interest. But those vaults were like, they kept the conversation going. They kept everybody engaged. Again, they gave everybody the motivation to purchase or stream or whatever. It was so smart. She's so smart. And like you bring up the man, and it's, I told myself at first, I'm like, I'm not gonna go on any like even vaguely non-Swiftie social media, whatever. I ended up in a post, and people of course were being negative, and this is we Swifties have been manipulated into buying the bullshit, right? Listen, nobody would say that if she was a man and had done this. Nobody would say it. They would.
Well, let me just tell you right now that no man has ever done this. No man has ever done
it. And honestly, if somebody else like I don't know, like if Bruce Springsteen had done something, or Billy Joel, or somebody who has this very like big catalog, if something like this had happened and they came around,
Billy Joel sold his catalog.
Right. I'm just saying.
No,
everybody would be like, yes, go you. You're so smart. What about you're such everybody, whether they were a fan or not, would say, you know what? I'm not a fan, but I really have to respect that move, and I don't see it anywhere.
Listen, people who don't respect this move are fools, because she is she's not only one of the best musicians, but she's one of the most intelligent business minds that we've ever had. And this move is phenomenal.
It is phenomenal. And I just remembered, I must have blocked this out, I actually saw people giving her dad credit for it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like
just
no
flames on the side of my
First
head.
of all, okay, let me just break this down right now, so
break it down,
we can just all put this to bed. Okay, so first of all, no musician wants to re-record their music for many reasons, but let me give you the top 5 right now.
I don't even want to rewrite an email that got lost and I have to rewrite it. No, right. Thank you.
It's like, is their voice the same? How will their fans react? Who produced it? Do we have access to the production, the production instruments and sounds? Like if you record something on like a 1980s, like whatever, you have to have the same instrument for it to sound the same. So do we have all the things? It's a giant production. Will these sell? Will our fans even give a shit? Like,
not to just mentally, emotionally putting yourself back, which is, it's different than when you're performing it on stage, because you're in the moment when that happens, when you're performing, when you're in the studio, it's like you and a microphone, it's
absolutely
totally different experience.
What are the logistics?
She's ever done that before?
Yeah,
I'm just guessing.
Like, what are the logistics with the band right now? Do we have the same vibe as we did back then? Like, it is so much to think about and to deal with, and to like nobody wants to do this, okay? No one wants to record them. But then to record them with such a campaign, a moral campaign behind it. Like, how is this gonna land? Like, they stole my stuff, like my music. Now I'm going to not only re-record them, but I'm going to basically tell the world that those versions are stolen and to not listen to them, really. Like, that is so risky, and it's so ballsy, and it's so awesome that she navigated this flawlessly, did it all, had the biggest tour on the planet that has ever been recorded during this whole entire thing. And then before it can even be finished, like she does 4 of them, she buys back, because of all this, market value has depreciated. I know for certain that there's no way she bought this catalog for more than it was sold for to Scooter Braun. No way. It has plummeted. No one's listening to them. She waits. She's so calculated and awesome, and calculated in a good way, not in some bad way that like people, women are
not in a devious way, but in a smart way.
Smart as shit, mastermind, chess playing, super intelligent business person type of way. She was like, whoa, these will just drive down the value, and then I'll buy them again. And then like she probably will put out Reputation, and I mean, she's obviously going to put out Debut. She's going to do it. Like, in the meantime, all of these albums, which, by the way, were like chart-topping #1 albums. They were historic albums the first time they came out. The first time they came out. So the pressure when you do a re-record, when this was like let's look at 1989, was a world-changing album. It is referred to as the pop Bible. It is a blueprint. And this is how you know that 1989 is like phenomenal. When you listen to Lady Gaga's new album and it gets to this one song and you go, this belongs on 1989. Did Taylor write this? That is how much of an impact 1989 has had on everyone's ears. That you can just hear something that slightly sounds, it's like, oh, sounds like 1989.
Mhm.
It's Hall of Fame, life-changing, industry-changing, charts-changing. Anyway, when you have all of those accolades and then you try to re-record, recapture the magic in the bottom, you know what I mean? Like that's, it's so much pressure. Nobody wants to do that out of risk of like, what if this flops?
I really think she genuinely, much like All Too Well, which she sorely underestimated. I think that she really did not expect these re-records to make much of a ripple. I'm sure she hoped they did, but before the first one came out, I don't know if this is like,
I think she knew it. I think she knew it. She's brilliant. I think she knew it because
she is brilliant, but I mean, come on. I mean, she's not omniscient. Like, and she does have self-doubt. She does have a little bit of imposter syndrome. So I do, maybe I don't know if I read it somewhere or it's just sort of my lore that I've made up in my head. But I feel like I did read that she really did worry that it wasn't going to be, people would listen, but it wouldn't be the chart topping, make the numbers that they did.
Yeah, I don't know. She played it so good. Like the campaign for it was as equally brilliant as the act itself. Like
absolutely, I am not downplaying any.
Yeah. No, I know that you're not.
She is a brilliant businesswoman on top of everything else. I mean, people used to talk about a triple threat. She is like a pentable threat. I mean, I don't even know what the word is.
All the threats.
All the things that
all the threats.
Wildly successful at.
Amazing. Yeah, she's incredible. She's like the best. And like the thing with All Too Well is that there's no way that she did not know the first of all, as like when Red came out, when there was that leaked mention that the song, it actually started off saying the song was originally 20 minutes long. And from that moment till the re-record, we have been like constantly talking about it. Like I've talked about the full version of All Too Well since Red came out. Like I said, well, what do you mean there was a Tumblr on my Tumblr? Like, what do you mean that this was originally supposed to be 20 minutes? And so she's so smart that she like knows the things that will draw us in because it's part of the world building. It's part of the, I don't know how to describe it, but like it's like I lived every single one of these moments growing up with all of this going on that it's just like I must hear the full version of All Too Well before I die. Like somebody
does be a little bitchy for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know that Heartbreak is the national anthem book?
Yes.
That Rob guy who wrote it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember. I have a lot of problems with that book. I think it's a terrible book.
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
No, I mean, he basically attempts to say that it was him.
Oh, I know.
Who made Taylor realize that All Too Well was a worthy song that she should be, playing. And
delusional. Yeah, that's delusion. Like
he,
that to me is insane. It's a book that puzzles me. You know what I mean? I'm like, is this just parasocial craziness
and then like there are lyrics that he quotes incorrectly. How do you? I can go on and on about.
No, trust me, so
frustrating that book was, but
and
that's not why we're here. We're here.
Yeah, that's not why we're here.
Sorry, tangent.
But I will say this out loud and stand on this hill till the day I die. As a person who has read so many books on Taylor Swift, I will tell you right here and right now that our on Sparks Fly, Crystal Skies, her book is phenomenal.
I'm so excited to read it.
I have read it 8 times now. I'm not joking. I love it. I love it. She was nice enough to let me read it in advance. I got to write an endorsement for the book, for the book, and I'm telling you, it's the best. It is the best book about being a Swiftie, about Taylor Swift, about her business mind, about what a phenomenal force of nature this woman is. So shout out to you, guys,
yes,
because your book is incredible.
Are you allowed,
the glory of giving
allowed to like plug it? Are you allowed to like talk about the title and everything? Are we
called The Glory of Giving Everything, and it is amazing.
Well, and it comes out in September, I believe, but you can pre-order it through Barnes and Noble.
It comes out in June.
She's the professor of like June. I apologize. Sorry, Crystal. She's a professor of like Swiftie, a literal like college professor, and the classes that she teaches are all like based around Taylor Swift's business and all of that kind of stuff. And I get to hang out with her a week from today. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to meet her, hang out with her. And she's going to be my first sparkler that I meet IRL. So
that's very exciting. I am hanging out with her in July. We are doing some very cool things with the book, and I'm very excited about it. She's actually an economist, and she did write the first Swiftie course for Berkeley, and it's how Taylor's music and how Taylor as an artist intersects with in the business world with the economy, with economics.
Which I mean, she's had such an enormous impact on, and there is a documentary on, I want to say Peacock, that talks just about the impact of the Eras tour.
Yeah, it's called
on the economy in every city that had a show, and that alone, and that's only part of the economic impact that Taylor has had. And I mean,
and just for the duration of the Eras tour. So it's like, I mean, like her effect for 2 decades has been remarkable, period, the end. And yes, so Crystal Skies is so amazing. She's just incredible. She's an incredible Swiftie. She's an incredible woman.
She really is. I mean, everybody on Sparks is just they're all amazing people in their own ways.
Absolutely.
And it's just so lovely just to have this community, and I really can't wait until we can get to the point where we can have like an actual like IRL event and just have everybody, and we can just be Swifties being Swiftie together and do like the smallest man who ever lived march, and play like Taylor Swift bingo and stuff like that. That is definitely a day that I look forward to. For
it's
sure.
Gonna be very awesome, and I hope that you have fun with Crystal.
We're gonna have fun.
Good.
Assuming I'm all better by then. I should be. I think I'm on the road to recovery. But
good. Is she flying out to where you are?
She has. Well, we had been talking about book tour, and I had asked her like, are you going to have a book tour? If so, please let me know if you're going to have an event near me, because I really would love to come, like to a reading, whatever. And I even like gave her a couple of names of places that she might be able to reach out to. And I don't think that she actually has been able to. She does have a little tour, and I say little just because it's only a couple stops at this point. Hopefully, it will grow bigger. But she is going to be in the city, I think for a conference, if I understand correctly. So I have a absolutely crazy week next week, of course, because I was, on vacation, and then back and the whole world just ramps up. But I was like, I have to take this opportunity. I don't know exactly what we're going to do. I reached out to her today to be like, let me know where you're staying, because I'm going to try to find like a Swiftie themed activity, but maybe we'll just get dinner. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's fun no matter what we do.
Absolutely. That is super exciting. There's a bug in here. I'm sorry. I am very
Florida? Weird.
Excited. I know. Like, gosh, it's like a little tiny fly. But Yeah, so I am super excited also. And
like, can you, like, I'm sure people watching can tell we're like we're just more than usual. We're just saying something,
no,
right? But I mean, we're just like flying.
I've had it in the it's been an emotional roller coaster, as you can tell. I've like already cried like 7 times. I've been like crying all day, like and also just like overwhelmed with happiness, and I'm so excited, and I cannot wait for what she does next. I mean,
I know. Can we talk for a second before I just completely forget? The AMAs obviously were a shit show.
totally.
And we did not film after the AMAs. We were both so kind of just disgusted and thrown with it ending so suddenly, and the whole thing was so odd. And it
was so odd, right?
So odd.
The weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it was just the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like, they didn't even give out any awards. Then, like, as like the information keeps leaking, it's like Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton weren't even really there. They were just playing on a TV screen. They muted Taylor's applause. Nope. They didn't even mention her in the like montage at the beginning for Artist of the Year. No, thank you. And I'm sorry, but okay, I will never believe that she did not win. I mean, there's
at least one freaking the concert award. Come on.
I mean, give me a break. It was the most historic tour of all time ever, period. There is not even anyone close to it. So
it all feels, if it had just been one of those things, if it had just been that she didn't win anything, or had just been that the applause is muted, or had just been J-Lo didn't perform herself. If it had been one of those things, I would have been like, okay, whatever. But it's just too many things that you start to feel a little like a conspiracy theorist, but it's just too many things. It's too many things to make any sense, especially when you start to like think about who owns the broadcast network and their meetings, and we don't need to get too far down the political role, but it's very obvious that there are potential
and then
bad actors.
The
involved.
owner all of a sudden gets to have last say in who actually really wins, and this is the first time in 19 years that she hasn't won the AMA awards. She is the most decorated AMA winner again ever.
Ever.
Period. She's won 40 AMAs, everyone. Like, there has never been a year that she has been up for an AMA that she has not won. And this is lunacy. And I don't care, like, all the other people, like, you come at me, but like, I'm just saying, there's no way. And this is like the most popular she's ever been.
Absolutely. And this is
like,
not
Billie
Eilish or anything like that. We're not saying that.
No, but there's just no way. There's no way. I don't care what I sound like.
Very suspicious.
It's very suspicious and ridiculous. Like, it's just ridiculous. Not to mention,
the thing is that for the AMAs, the winners are notified ahead of time. And so I really believe in my Swiftie, my hand heart of hearts, that her allowing herself to be seen in Florida like 2 days before the awards was her letting us know, listen, I'm not going. And nobody went. There was no one there except Benson Boone because he was performing.
And half the performers
probably already, agreed to do that. And so, but here's the thing. First of all, obviously this deal with the Masters, it's not like it just happened over this week. It's been for a while. So I still stand by my fact that she was going to, if she had found out that she had won an award at the AMAs, that she was going to make this announcement. But also, other people are saying like the AMA's Easter egg on her website section of her website.
All music acquired.
All music acquired, all masters acquired, things like that. I don't know about that.
Well, here's what the AMAs taught me. Okay, the AMAs taught me that, Holly, you need to go back to your Swiftie soul and recalibrate your Taydar for Easter eggs, because things that have gotten a little wild. Like
Things have gotten a little wild.
Like here, like as a person who has been a part of every album launched in real time, a part of every Easter egg situation from day one, I will tell you that her Easter eggs are always very on the nose. They are, and I say it all the time, they're very on the nose. They're very on the nose. Now, my Swiftie mind should have said when she showed up in Florida, ding, 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 she's not going to the AMAs. Recall when blank, blank, blank happened and she made an appearance somewhere else, and it was her way of saying, I'm not going to that because I'm here instead. Like, it's like, I will be taking this time to go, I know my girl. I do know my girl. I know her so well. I have been doing this for 20 years. I know her Easter eggs, and they're very, very much like on the nose, right? But here's the thing about being a Swiftie. The fun part about being a Swiftie is finding all these Easter eggs, regardless if they happen or not.
Exactly.
So it's like,
who cares? Clowning
like,
is fun. Clowning is fun, and that's
yeah, clowning kicks ass.
people
like,
who like have resentment about it, or they're like, "Oh, I don't even care about Rep TV because." But
like, whatever.
The point.
Bye. Yeah,
It's not that serious. It's just for fun.
Like the crazy wild thing about it all is that there ends up being so many theories that could actually make sense happening.
Right. Absolutely, that is wild.
It's like it's very weird and very cool and like very wild. And so like everyone's Easter eggs, whether they're ever, I mean, I posted about this the other day, whether they ever happen or not, it doesn't matter. The joy is being able to find one, or like think that you found one, or being onto like some theory that you think that you,
and then
like,
being part of the
but like
that you want to share it with the community and
yeah,
get
like
involved.
Yeah, like it's very awesome. And it's like, yes, are there ones that like I'm like, I can't believe it didn't dawn on me. Like, if she's showing up in Florida 2 days before the AMAs, girl, she's not going. Like, you know this in your soul somewhere.
Right, because in our head we're thinking, I mean, she could get from Florida to Vegas.
Yeah, but like this is like her like subliminal talk way of saying, like, I am not going there. Just like when she would do like girl boss walk, like after every single breakup.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, the pap walk of
Because
her
she
in the streets of New York.
has control. She understands, obviously, that if she goes out to a restaurant, there's going to be pictures. It's going to be known. Like, if she has control, like, people are, oh, she was just living her life. Well, yeah, she knows how to live her life in a, I mean, she's been doing this, like you said, for 20 years. She knows the consequences of,
and she's not only going out to dinner once every 4 months, okay? Like, we saw her in Florida because she wanted us to.
Thank you. Thank
like,
you. You just put that into much better words than I was. Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we see exactly what she chooses us to see. Like, they've been out of the country. They've been doing all kinds of, we don't know. We don't know what we're doing. Like, we haven't seen her since the video from iHeart Awards.
Well, we saw her on Mother's Day.
Oh, and on Mother's Day. So, like, again, she wanted us to see those. Like that, she wanted us to see that Mother's Day thing. She wanted us to see the Florida thing, but she goes all kinds of places, probably every single day.
Absolutely.
And she's like holed up in her house somewhere for months on end, and like she lives a whole big life that we know nothing about. And I'm just also just going to point out, I just have to say this. Anytime I'm talking about Taylor Swift, I am talking about Taylor Swift, the artist, and not Taylor Swift,
the brand, basically. Yeah.
Like I am always referring to the main character in my life, which is Taylor Swift, the character that I love.
Which is a very important distinction to make, because
it is, because I'm not talking about
we try to keep very aware of the fact of, you know, we recognize, we respect her privacy.
Yeah.
When, you know, and
we don't know her.
we don't know.
Like
we can try to make assumptions from the information that she's given us, you know, like human nature, but
like we don't know anything. Like literally, we know her as an artist. We do not know, and the only things that we know are because she told us.
Because she chose to share.
Yeah. Like she has a whole big, massive, major life that we will never be like we'll never see. Okay, like full
That's
stop.
what, and you and I have been watching these like catfished YouTubes lately, which they're so fantastic.
Oh my god!
Like that's what always gets me when like people think they're talking to a celebrity and they're like, well, I know it's so and so because they said they were in this place, and then I read online they were in that place, and it's like, yeah, because everybody knows they're in that place. Like that's public information.
Exactly. Exactly. And like, here's the other thing, like news flash, I guess, to everyone, but like when that report came out about her being in Florida, she was already back in Kansas City. You know what I mean? Because like she is not like, I will just tell you this.
I don't know
right now.
People about like she's staying in Florida to support Travis, but then she
is, but
in Florida right now, or I don't know.
Let me finish my thought. And
okay.
So when she releases, here's where I am, the next day she will not be there because she doesn't like, her privacy is important to her. Obviously, everything will be swarmed. That's why the day after you see Travis Kelce back in Kansas City, and it's like, oh, and that's why the news report came out that they were in Florida the day before. Like they're not gonna be like, hey guys, right now here's where I am. You know what I mean? Like they try in all ways possible, and we should respect in all ways possible their privacy as human beings that are just normal people. I mean, they're not normal, but like they are people made of the same thing that we are, and like they don't want, you know, all this.
And don't take the pictures, or if you take pictures, don't share them. Don't.
Yeah, and like don't be showing up at people's weddings.
Don't give views to people who share things that are, you know,
it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, and it's so intrusive to a person's life, to anyone's life. I mean, stalking is just bad. Let's just call it what it is. Like, don't be like stalking around. I love Taylor Swift, the character. I would never harass Taylor Swift, the person. Like, that is her personal life. Like, we have literally seen her twice this year in public. She goes a million places, everyone. Like, she does a lot more things than, you know, whatever. But just always be respectful is, I guess, what I'm saying. Because that, you know, like, I'll never forget when, like, she was at the rehearsal dinner for Jack and for his wedding. And then all of a sudden, there was, like, 8,000 people, like, swarming.
And then
what the hell?
Like, the people in her life who are not her, like Jack or anybody just that's even, like, not a known person, like, their lives get disrupted.
Yes.
And that's not fair to them.
No, it's not fair to anyone.
And what, is she not supposed to have people in her life? Is she not supposed to have friends? Is she not supposed to go to events? Like,
right. It's wild. And like, here's the other thing. It's like, there can be like straight up, like, very dangerous people in that crowd that shows up. Like
absolutely.
It's a danger to, I mean, she gets a lot of hate, and we know this, like, especially in this climate right now that we're in, she's getting, like, she has a hate coming, like, at her, like, and that's not good. Like, and we've been through these before. The pendulum's always swinging, but like, we're in a situation that's unprecedented with, you know, people in very high positions of power literally saying to everyone that they hate Taylor Swift, which is
like a freaking toddler. Yes,
like a toddler, and like that has influence that can be dangerous to our girls. So please, Swifties who love her, you know, do everything that you can to protect her, and that means staying away from her personal life so she can weed out the weirdos who, you know what I mean, who are whatever.
And make her location known.
Yeah, and like stop telling everyone where she is. Not that you're doing that, but like anyone that is, let's just stop, because She has enough to deal with. She has, people in very high power telling everyone to hate her. So that's a first. That is a first. In the 20 years of being a Swiftie, this is the first time this has happened. And it's disgusting. It's wrong. It's juvenile. It's dangerous. It's petty. It's unnecessary. Should have let it stay buried. Period. It's wrong. Like, it is.
I mean, we could just get on the biggest, hugest tangent about that, but we won't, because we are celebrating today. This is a day of celebration.
Yeah. We're not talking about the smallest man that ever lived right now.
My, vintage water out again to remind. Yeah. Listen, whatever you do in your life to reclaim whatever power you need to reclaim,
just do it.
Do it. If it scares you, do it. If it feels selfish, do it.
Do it.
It's not. You have to protect your peace. You have to do what's best for you, because at the end of the day, you are all you've got, So let's take a lesson from Dr. Taylor Allison Swift.
Yes.
Who teaches us so many lessons and gives us so much wisdom. But I think this is the most important one.
Absolutely. Make those friendship bracelets. Take the moment.
Burn the bridges, baby.
Yeah. You've got no reason to be afraid.
Yeah. And when it's time to go, it's time to go. And I've learned that in my life several times over.
Yes.
And it has been the hardest decisions I've made, but always the best decisions I have made.
And always keep your eyeliner sharp enough to kill a man.
Kill a man.
Or woman. So anyway, what a great day.
What a great day. What a
Victory,
great day. We did not wake up expecting this. It makes it even more exciting than if it had happened at the AMAs, we would have been expecting something. And that would have been exciting too. But this felt like it came out of nowhere. It was just such a gift, and it's so amazing. And it's the other thing. The other mental thing that I pictured, besides her being like, my babies are, I'm sorry, I just pictured Travis being like, way to go, baby.
Yeah.
Just warm smile.
Absolutely. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. It's exciting for her. It's exciting for us. It's exciting for everyone in this community, because it's just, again, our girl, our main character has literally done in real life the most badass thing that has ever existed, period, the end, in all of music history, maybe even in business history. It is like quite literally there's nothing that can match it. There's nothing that can match it. Like, she's never going to have to sell her masters later in her career. Like, Billy Joel sold his masters. Queen sold their masters. So many people sell their masters. She just did a chess move that was so strategic, flawless, fearless, perfect. I
mean, she basically, not literally, she fought a dragon, and we fought it with her. We had our life fighting that dragon with her.
This is a victory for us as well. Like, we were a part of this success. Period. Like, she says it, we know it, we were there, we made it happen, we streamed all the songs, we didn't play the other ones, we were at the show, we made the friendship bracelets, we bought all the albums, we bought all the merch, we've done it all with her, and it is a win. It amounted to the greatest day, May 30th, 2025, where she owns her whole life again. It is not at the mercy or in the hands of people who are going to abuse it or, hide it away somewhere or just throw it in some kind of box and like no one ever sees it again. We are going to get so much more like photo archives, movie archives. Like, we're going to get all of the eras back.
It's overwhelming to think about. I mean, we were overwhelmed in our last video thinking of just the potential announcements that she could make at the AMAs. It is 13,000 times more overwhelming to think about all the possibilities of everything she can do with everything she owns now. It's just, we are going to be just
like,
rich.
listen,
We're gonna be rich.
We're going to have every tour at our disposal. The movies from Reputation will be back on streaming. It will be back. It will. Speak Now's tour will be probably available like in a different format. I mean, the Red tour, like there's so many things. Like the Road to Fearless, I think, like it won't just be like banished to like YouTube. You know what I mean? Like there will probably get, you know, all of the outtakes, all of the extra footage. Like she has all of that again.
Yes.
And it's like, it's incredible. It's incredible. All of the debut, like era things that
we don't even necessarily know everything that's there. We again, like we talked about before, we only know what we've seen.
Oh yeah, and we also know the things that have disappeared, and that's why I'm bringing them up. Like we that we used to have that we no longer have access to, and we will have those things again. And I am so here for it, as always, as forever. She's my number one forever, and I am rejoicing. I'm rejoicing because this is the greatest day. It is it's so good to be a Swiftie. There's nothing else better. And the next album is going to be awesome whenever she decides to do it. And it's going to be remarkable. It's going to be so much fun. We'll get to be doing all the fun things. This will be your first, like the first album that you get to experience the rollout for, correct? So that's what you said last time?
No, I mean, I have experienced all of it. I mean, like I said, I've been a Swiftie since Red, but I haven't been as involved. I just never watched. I've never seen an actual announcement live as it happened. And I just didn't always, like, I didn't necessarily follow her on social media. I saw stuff. I saw articles. I saw, you know, Entertainment Tonight, whatever. So I saw stuff, but I wasn't, like, locked into it the way I am now because I didn't have the community to discuss it with, and I was, there weren't people in my life that, like, were into it. And so I didn't have anybody. It was my little thing that I did inside my head, really, you know, and sat inside my car. So this is, like, you know, kind of my first experience, like, looking for the Easter eggs and really, like, having people to discuss it with and bouncing ideas off people. And
it's like the greatest thing. It's the greatest thing to experience, and everyone should be a Swiftie for the sole purpose that there's nothing more fun. So it's such a ride. I cannot wait. My jets are cooled about when the album comes out. I don't even care. Like right now, I'm just celebrating this joy. But like when it does happen, I can't wait because it's so much fun. It's so much fun. I can't wait for you to hear an announcement or however she pulls it off.
I know.
See it all from the very beginning, and it's just, there's nothing like it. And I'm so grateful to all the Swifties forever.
And we're gonna remember today. We're gonna remember where we were when we heard Taylor Swift owns her masters, people. Taylor Swift owns her masters.
Finally.
It's a big
Finally.
deal. My dad's like, I'm really happy for your friend.
Thank you. I'm happy for her too.
I am too. Yeah, my friend Taylor Swift. Yeah.
I'm so happy, and I am gonna go and listen to all of the original albums in a row for the rest of the whole week. Like that's all I'll be doing.
Yeah.
Just listening to the original versions of everything and reminiscing and loving and just.
I'm feeling 22, baby.
Yeah, just, oh my God, just, I'm just so happy. I literally am so happy. I don't even know what to do with myself. So,
yay!
Yay! Yay for us, Swifties.
Woo!
Yay! We win.
We still have an outstanding Burning Bridges, which, you know,
I still have to
could stop doing things, then maybe we could post it. I don't know.
I know.
Not that we want her to
I
stop
would
doing
too.
things, and then we'll probably record another one really soon. And we're just good. We're popping. We got ideas, fun stuff. Stay tuned. We got
lots going on. Soon the
Keep our-
Sparks video will be ready.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to show you guys the the amazing. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
You got some stuff cooked up for us, huh?
Oh yeah, and it's so fun. It's
So
so
exciting.
fun. Okay, guys. Well, let's just wrap it up because I have to get back to listening to.
Absolutely. We have
now.
albums to listen to. We have 6 albums to listen to.
I'm so excited. Oh my God, this is the best day. Okay.
Best
All right.
day with you today.
All right, everyone in the Sparklers world, all the Swiftyverse and every Swiftie on earth. I just want to say that I love you. So let's do our little bye-bye thing that we do. So peace.
Peace, love,
and
Swifties
forever.
forever.